All right, folks, welcome back to the channel. Dan Slobodin from First Strike Athletics. Today, I'm going to show you how to do a spinning back fist. All right, so in the spinning back fist video, I'm going to show you guys how to land the punch, what part of your hand you want to hit with. You can actually hit with a couple different points, so I'm going to go over the pros and cons of each one of that. We're going to talk about the elbow position and your footwork. I'm also going to show you a couple setups that you can use. Some really basic ones, but also link a video where you have some more advanced setups for the spinning back fist. All right, so I'm going to do a couple examples of the spinning back fist, and then we'll go over some of the details. So you'll notice a couple different things. In the first part, I was hitting with the bottom of my hand here. This is known as a hammer fist style. I like this is the way I was taught originally, and this is the way I've always preferred to do it. The reason why I like it over the backhand is for a couple reasons. One, the back of your hand is a lot of small bones with not a lot of protection. So if you're doing a barehanded one, you actually hit someone's skull or someone's elbow and they're blocking or something like that, you're gonna damage your hand. If you're doing it with a glove, I can see your hands are properly wrapped, but there's going to be a lot of padding. So there's going to be a lot of gauze and tape, and then the gauze is reinforced on top, and then the padding on the back of the glove. Plus it's a big surface, so the energy is going to be dispersed more. So you're not going to do as much damage with this. Not saying you can't knock someone out, not saying it can't work, it's just you're going to get more if you hit with the bottom part here. There's less padding here on the bottom of your hand. The gloves themselves have less padding. It's going to go through the target better. So again, bigger surface and more padding equals less energy going into the target, okay? So I prefer that. The other reason why I like it is because it gets my elbow up higher. So as I'm coming around here, I have more protection. Okay, I can also, some people also like to kind of bend their arm and then extend through. So I know I'm spinning, but I'm also extending at the elbow. So I'm coming right through. So you can see just from that, right? From here, not bad, but it's more like a smack, right? As opposed to that, it feels more like an actual punch. It's actually got some impact on it. So again, going back to the back fist style, when I'm using the back of my hand, I'm coming here. This also brings my elbow down. So if they do block, I'm a little bit more open here, where here, I have a bit more protection, right? So the difference between like throwing your cross like this, where you have a gap, or like this, where your chin's protected, right? A lot of people like to throw their cross with their elbow up and their thumb down to give them a bit more protection. So that's my preference, but again, the back fist like this is still gonna work. I've seen a lot of people use it very effectively. I've seen people get dropped and knocked out from it. So it does work, I just prefer this one. So if you are gonna do a hammer fist style too, you wanna be protective with your elbow. I did this once, we were just drilling, we weren't going super hard, but my arm was fully extended and my partner blocked. And I wasn't going super hard, but I came around and I hit my elbow against the forearm and I hyperextended my elbow a bit. Again, it wasn't super painful, but if I'd been going full speed and maybe I caught their elbow or something like that, I could have done some more damage. So just keep that in mind. If you're gonna come around and extend, don't lock out your elbow. Keep a slight bend here. Keep it a little bit soft, okay? Just a little tip to help prevent any injuries. Now, we're gonna talk about the footwork. You're gonna see a bunch of different ways to do this with the footwork. We're gonna talk about the follow through, the not follow through style, and then what to do if you don't follow through. Okay, so with my footwork here, if I'm stepping across, I want to get my foot all the way across here. I'm going to get my heel aimed towards the target. We're going to do a setup for this, so I would never just walk up and start doing this against someone experienced. They're going to see it coming, right? But we'll get into the setups in a minute. So I want to get my foot going across, and I want my heel more or less to be aimed at my target. That's where my power is going to go, wherever my heel's aimed. So as I step across, my heel's here, I turn, I want to see my target before I throw. I don't want to just throw from here and hope I land. I want to make sure I can see my target. Always keep your eyes on your opponent, right? Always see what's going on. So as I turn, it's going to be real quick. Okay, I don't want to be looking the other way when I hit in case they duck underneath or they block it or they move out of the way. I want to see it. So very important. Step across, my heel's aimed here. If I don't get my heel aimed to the target, say I want to get about to here, I shift my weight, I come back, I can kind of make it here, but now it's past that kind of peak point of power, right? That apex of my power. I want to get my heel aimed right here. You will also see some people step across and then bring their back leg with them. They're going to move on an angle. This is good, especially if the person's blocking. You can follow through and you can have a better angle so you're not getting counter-punched. You can also just follow right through if you land it and still do a lot of damage. Okay, so they're both good. You got to kind of play with it and see what works best for you. So practice them both. Step across, just the one step, my left foot comes around, or follow through. Now, if I don't follow through, I just do the first one where I'm stepping across and I land it. What I don't want to do, let's say my opponent was blocking this, what I don't want to do is just turn back to here. So I'm right back to where they can hit me with anything. Whenever you finish a combination or a technique, you want to be on an angle, meaning I don't want to be standing right in front of my opponent. So if I go here and I land this and they block it, it's not a successful punch, I don't want to turn back into it, I'm going to just bring my right foot that's here, I'm just going to bring over here and frame out. Okay? This way I'm still in a nice angle, I'm not right back to where I started from. I hit the target, and I frame out to here. I'm almost using the impact of the punch landing, or being blocked rather, to kind of bounce back, almost like a rebound. Okay? So I'm throwing my techniques, I do my spinning backfist, they block it, I just come back to here. That's much better than just standing in front of the person after. If I throw a spinning backfist and I come back to here, that split second I can't see, they throw a right hand, I'm walking right into it. So instead of following through, I'm going to angle off by rebounding through. All right, so now I'll show you a couple basic setups. So the most powerful spinning backfist is going to be with your dominant hand. For me, it's my right hand. I'm in this position here. The best way to set that up is to throw something from my left side, some sort of rotational kind of angular attack. That kind of loads everything up, right? So a really good combination I really like is jab, cross, hook. As I throw the hook, I'm stepping through. Okay? The hook isn't meant to land and do damage. The hook is to kind of disguise my footwork. So if I have an experienced opponent, they don't see it coming. If I just do this, you have a chance to see it. But if I throw my hook as I step, they're blocking that, and I come around right away. You'll see this a lot, especially with people start getting tired. They're blocking, they block a hook, and this hand comes down a little bit. Right? You see it all the time. Block, 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 and the hands come down, the chin comes up. People get tired, or less experienced people will do that. So if I see someone doing that, I can just follow up on the same side. This is kind of like a reload in a way. When I'm attacking, doubling up on the same side, makes it a little bit harder to defend, right? So I'm here, jab, cross, hook, I step across. Another use for that exact same combo is if I have someone's hands who are here, right? They're kind of getting tired, they're getting weak, they're not dropping their hands, but their hands, they don't have a strong guard. It's not like tight against their head, they're coming out a little bit. I can use this part of my glove as on my hook to grab that hand and pull it down. So if I step in, 1, 2, this isn't a hook to do damage, this is a hook to grab that wrist, I'll put it on top of their glove, pull it down, and then follow up. Okay, on the other side, it's the same idea. I'm gonna step in with a 1, 2, but this cross isn't really gonna be a cross. I'm gonna kind of just throw it out there just to get my arm to turn, then my right foot's gonna step across to here. So my right foot's gonna step in, and I'm gonna be a southpaw for a split second. So I throw my 1, 2, and I follow through from here. Right, so that's a couple ideas you can use to start practicing your spinning back fist. When you're throwing it in sparring, make sure you do it clean, make sure you're not going too hard. It can do a lot of damage. You can also accidentally hit with your elbow, so be very careful when you're using these in sparring. Let me know in the comments below, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer a hammer fist style or back fist style? And let me know why. I'm always interested to see why other people like different techniques. I'm gonna link a video right here where you can see a more advanced setup. This is off of a defense. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like. Hit subscribe if you want to subscribe to get more videos, and train hard, train smart, train safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.